The Kursk submarine disaster was one of the most devastating events in modern Russian history, leaving the nation in shock and sorrow. On August 10, 2000, the Russian nuclear submarine K-141 Kursk was participating in naval exercises in the Barren Sea. The submarine belonging to the Oscar II class was a formidable machine armed with powerful weapons capable of taking down large enemy ships and aircraft carriers. However, despite its potential, the Kursk had seen limited action due to a lack of funds for fuel, rendering it largely inactive. During the naval exercise known as the Summer X tragedy struck when a disastrous chain of events unfolded on board the submarine. The exercise involved a simulated attack on the aircraft carrier Admiral Kuznetsov. On the morning of August 12, 2000, at around 11:28 a.m., two explosions rocked the area, registering seismic activity that was felt as far away as Canada and Alaska. The Russian Navy initially downplayed the severity of the situation and withheld information from the public and the families of the crew members. This lack of transparency only fueled rumors and conspiracy theories, as relatives were desperate for any news about their loved ones trapped on board the submarine. The search and rescue efforts faced numerous challenges due to adverse weather conditions and inadequate equipment. Russia refused assistance from international terms, further hindering rescue operations. The Norwegian vessel Normand Pioneer and the British rescue submarine LR-5 were eventually permitted to join the search but were hampered by the delayed response. They turned into a week, and hope began to wane. Finally, on August 21st, the Russian divers reached the Kursk and found the submarine resting on the seabed, severely damaged and flooded. Tragically, there were no signs of survivors. The crew had perished due to the catastrophic explosions that had ripped through the vessel. The Russian government's handling of the disaster came under heavy criticism both domestically and internationally. President Vladimir Putin faced his first major political crisis as he struggled to manage public outrage and discontent. Families of the deceased were angry at the lack of transparency and accountability, and they demanded answers from the incident. The official investigation later revealed that a problem with a torpedo's weld had caused a leak of high-test peroxide, triggering the initial explosion. A series of subsequent explosions led to the eventual sinking of the Kursk. The investigation's conclusions pointed to negligence, poor maintenance, and subpar training as contributing factors to the tragedy. The Kursk disaster exposed deep-rooted issues within the Russian military and raised questions about the prioritization of funds for defense. The Russian Navy faced harsh criticism for its lack of readiness and modernization, while the government's failure to accept international assistance drew widespread condemnation. The Kursk strategy remains a haunting memory for Russia and the world, highlighting the importance of transparency, accountability, and international cooperation during times of crisis. The loss of the crew members aboard the Kursk serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost of military accidents and the need for constant vigilance in ensuring the safety of those who serve.